guard out of Cordova High School in Memphis. This will make it a 2-point game, and already a quick 5 for Tyler Harris. Penny Hardaway talked about a couple of things this week, talking about guys that had a lot of energy. He wanted them in the starting lineup.
And really wants a defense that disrupts what an offensive team wants to do. Push them away from where they want to set up on the floor, and obviously make sure there's no uncontested looks.
Both teams have gone to the bench. Brown wide open, top of the key three. You can't leave that guy open if you're Memphis. And Brown knocks down his 273rd career three. The all-time leader in OVC history, Joe Sibbett, at 319. So he's closing in on that.
Special company. Again, he's a very talented perimeter scorer. You cannot lose sight of where he is on the floor.
The first three off the bench for Penny Hardaway: Malcolm Dandridge, Josh Minott, and his son Jayden Hardaway. Here's Minott, top of the key three, and he banks it in. Then gives the old, all right, banks are open tonight, I guess.
It's going to be your night when you're banking it in for three-point range.
13-11 Murray State. Meanwhile, for the Racers, Trey Hannibal is checked in, running the point, the transfer from South Carolina. Also in the game with the ball, Nicholas McMullen, and he is fouled. That'll be the first Tiger foul here in this game, and they'll call it on Josh Minott. More changes for Memphis, and here come a couple of the veterans. DeAndre Williams, Lester Quinones. Quinones only played 15 minutes at Ole Miss, but Williams and Quinones have been starters tonight, coming off the bench for the first time.
Kind of like Mr. McMullen out of Ben Smith High School in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Why would you bring that up, John?
My hometown, Greensboro, Grimsley, also where I went. I played against Smith growing up. Very talented young man.
Collins, the lefty, off the mark on that three-point attempt. Even with the miss, Murray State's hit 3 of their first 5. And with 14:38 to play in the first half, the Racers with a 2-point lead. So Williams brings up the basketball. I would assume with this lineup, Quinones is basically your point guard. Off the screen from Dandridge, and Quinones playing a little sweet music with that three.
It's going to be a fun game. Both these teams are going to go up and down. Again, very impressed with Murray State early on. Expected them to play well. Only one loss on the year.
Tigers on the season just 34.5% from 3, and Quinones at 33%. Hannibal picks up the dribble, and then he fires that one in to the front row over the Memphis bench. That came in pretty hot, I would say.
Yeah, that's one that definitely got off the rails there. Wow.
That is the third turnover for the Racers. They average 12 a game. Of course, Memphis, it's been much publicized, their struggles with turnovers. 19.1 per average per game. 20 or more in 4 of their last 6. But so far, they've not turned the ball over. Tigers with the 1-point lead after the Quinones triple. Jayden Hardaway, congratulations to him as he puts up the jumper in the lane and knocks it down. He will graduate tomorrow. It's winter commencement for the University of Memphis. Make that Sunday right here at FedEx Forum, and he's graduating magna cum laude. And we had
impressive.
His father talked to us earlier about that. He's very impressed, and we're impressed with this guy. Another 3 for Tevin Brown. The defense has to recognize, John, this guy, he's a lethal shooter.
Yeah, Brown is good as advertised. You cannot leave him alone. He will burn you quickly.
Even at 16. And the Tigers do turn it over for the first time.
Both teams very quick, very aggressive defensively. Murray State very unselfish. They'll move the ball around until they find an open shooter.
They actually average a little bit more assists than the Tigers do per game. That 1 assist more. Now under 10 on the shot clock. Brown, crossover to the lane, goes with the left hand.
Pretty
that
move.
Was beautiful. He's up to 10 points already.
That's a difficult move that he made look very easy. Very impressive by Tevin Brown.
All OVC performer, first teamer last season. He and KJ Williams, a lethal duo for the Racers.
Good inside-outside combination. That time Brown took his outside game inside.
Hardaway asks for the screen, gets it. 10 on the shot clock now for Jayden. And Hardaway is going to be called for an offensive foul. The elbow came out. You had Matt McMahon right in the ear of the officials. By the way, the officials for tonight's game, Pat Adams, Vladimir Voyard-Tadal, and Jerry Pollard. It was Jerry Pollard who was right next to him. And now Landers Nolley will make his first appearance.
See if it comes out just a little bit. Yep, right there. Good call. Clearly try to clear out a little bit on Collins.
Only the second in the first half for Memphis, 4 for Murray State.
A lot of movement and screens defensively. You must communicate and tell your teammates where those screens are and help out.
That was pinned against the backboard and the rim.
Yeah,
and it'll be...
Yeah, Nolley was out of bounds and the ball came in contact.
Murray State basketball, exactly. The action fast and furious. How about both teams shooting well over 60%? Murray's made 7 of 11. Memphis has made 5 of their 8 shots. And the Racers, here in the first half, lead it by 2. Nice crowd on hand at FedEx Forum, and a good one so far. Murray State leading the Memphis Tigers by 2, and a nice contingent of fans that made their way from Murray, Kentucky, about a 3-hour drive to Memphis. Probably their most distinguished and famous alum is Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies, who plays in this building. And unfortunately, Ja, who was going to be here, in fact, we spoke to head coach Matt McMahon about that, is in the health and safety protocol of the NBA and is not only able to not come tonight, he's not with the Grizzlies.
Well, he's also done a great job of giving back to his university. Matt McMahon was very complimentary of Ja and what he's done since he's gotten to the NBA, and not forgetting where he came from, and has been very good financially, as well as lending his support to Murray State athletics.
Yeah, they have a Ja Morant recovery room at Murray State. Ja donating most of the equipment for the room. That's obviously named after him. A Memphian, Cameron Payne, who's with the Phoenix Suns in the NBA, and another famous alum who played basketball at Murray.
I remember Jeff Martin, remember Popeye Jones.
Quick steal.
Don Mann.
Hannibal missed the shot and then stole it away from Nolley, lays it up and in, counted, and he draws the foul. What hustle there by Trey Hannibal will get a 3-point opportunity. Vincent Rainey's another one from Memphis.
And good defense. Hannibal's going to take it hard. Dandridge not able to get by. And give Murray State credit again. Expected them to play without any fear, without any anxiety. Expected them to attack Memphis when it was available, and they have done so. And again, when they've had to settle for a 3-point shot, Mr. Brown has done an outstanding job already in double figures, as you alluded to earlier, Greg.
Hannibal has 3 years of eligibility remaining. Can't complete the old-fashioned 3-point play, but the transfer from South Carolina is really chipping in, averaging 11 points per game. 7-0 run for the Racers over the last couple of minutes to reclaim that lead at 4. We've had 4 lead changes so far, and the game's been tied twice.
Well, you really like to see the Tigers get Duren involved down low with this lineup. See if he can get to his big 6'11" frame down low inside.
3 now on the shot clock. Quinones steps back. Front iron, no, and the rebound by Brown. Not a great possession there for Memphis. She mentioned Duren back on the floor. Bates back on the floor as well. Coach Penny Hardaway's already used 11 players here in the first half. Racers' largest lead 5. The Tigers' largest lead was 3, and that'll be the 4th turnover against the Racers. Very quickly, Matt McMahon goes to the bench. He'll bring in Deonte Bostic, who started the last 16 games last season and got that year back, so technically a freshman, but with the experience of having played a season at Murray State.
Got to get it to Duren right there, the guy on his back. I want to get him down low, close to the basket.
Duren spin move, and he's mugged. See if they get McMullen on this one. It could be him or Bostic, either one. It will be McMullen, and Duren will go to the free throw line. As you mentioned, Jalen Duren got 3 shots at Ole Miss.
Well, again, at 6'11", he's a force around the bucket. Take your pick on the foul there. But he's also very unselfish. If a defense collapses on him, he's very willing to pass it out to an open teammate. Just like to see him a little more involved in the offense if you're the University of Memphis, particularly when they play man-to-man and playing behind him down low.
Duren 60% from the charity stripe on the season. Checking back in for Murray State, DJ Burns. The last 8 head coaches at Murray State, so we're going back in time, have taken the team to the NCAA tournament. That's how much success they've had. 17 NCAA tournament appearances, including 2018 and 19. This is a dynamite program. One more for Duren. And he splits the 2. So 3 for Duren and a 3-point deficit for Memphis. Harris and Lomax back on the floor with Nolley, Bates, and Duren. That's the Memphis 5.
You really have to be aware defensively if you're Memphis. So much movement, so many screens.
Williams had trouble with the rock and is able to get it to Quan Smith, who's just checked in. Tough pass, and it's stolen by Bates.
Oh, Duren was wide open down low on the block. They missed him. Good idea, just a poor pass, but the right idea with him down low.
Just read the eyes of Alex Lomax. A 3 is off the mark by Quan Smith, but Murray State gets a second opportunity. Under 9.5 to play in the first half. Alongside John Albright, I'm Greg Gaston. So glad to be with us tonight. Get your weekend started. Bostic driving down the lane. The flip and the easy dunk for KJ Williams. His first points. He averages 18 to lead the team out of Cleveland, Mississippi. Lomax, the reverse. He left it short.
Good hustle by Duren.
Yeah, great hustle. Harris for 3. Got it. All because of the hustle of Jalen Duren, and Tyler Harris has his second triple. He has 8 points, and Memphis back to within 2.
Both teams spending a lot of energy. This is going to be a game where the bench is going to have to contribute for both these clubs. A lot of effort, a lot of intensity on both sides.
Brown the pull-up. Not that time. And Duren gets the rebound. Both teams still shooting the rock very well. Oh, what a pass! The no-look from Tyler Harris to Jalen Duren. Wow! If John Moran was here, he would have been standing with the goggles, because that one was unreal. Harris, no look. Duren filling the lane with authority. Memphis has tied it up, and you can hear the fans now on their feet. Well, you can't hear them. You can see them.
Good job by Bates getting over to knock that ball away. Otherwise, it's going to be an offensive board.
And that time, Bates a little bit too aggressive. He'll be called for the foul. That's the first against Emoni. That's the 4th team foul against Memphis with 8:01 to play in the first half.
Coming right at you again, as you mentioned, the no-look pass. Duren is rewarded for running the floor with a great pass by Tyler Harris and the flush by the freshman.
Nicholas McMullen checking back in for Matt McMahon's team. The dean, believe it or not, at age 43 is the dean of the OVC coaches in his 7th year with the Racers.
A lot of energy. Enjoyed our Zoom call the other day with him. You could tell he's very upbeat, very positive, not only about the game, but about his team.
7 now on the shot clock for Hannibal. Running the show. Tries to split Lomax and Harris. And Memphis knocked it out of bounds with just 2 seconds on the shot clock. So Murray State will have the ball when we return, but just 2 seconds to get off a shot. Memphis has hit 6 of their last 8 shots from the field, and they have tied this game up. 7:43 remaining before halftime, and we're all even at 22. Tyler Harris for Memphis, his first start of the season. He's already paying off big for Penny Hardaway.
Pretty look. Again, Duren is rewarded for running the floor. And that's not an easy pass, catch, and flush, but those two made it look easy.
You saw the hops from the freshman Jalen Duren. So Harris in 8 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, a rebound and 2 assists.
Say he's done a pretty good job all around. What Penny Hardaway was looking for, some energy out there on the floor.
Memphis now shooting 58% from the floor. Murray State 50%. They've gotten 6 more shots off than Memphis, but this has been a well-played first half by both teams. Brown had to get it off. Air ball.
Good
Doesn't
defense.
matter. Shot clock violation. They only had 2 seconds. And that was a well-designed play coming out of that timeout by Coach Matt McMahon to get it to their three-point specialist, but that was tough. Good defense by Memphis.
Murray State doing a good job man-to-man. They're really aggressive with their defense. Try to, again, force you away from where you want to set up on the floor. Good job with help. Very quick. Nice trap out of that.
Nolley, pump fake. Good look for Bates in the corner. Three is off the mark. Follows his own miss. And stolen by Hannibal. He anticipated that one. Lomax gets it back down at the other end. Rebound by Brown. Murray State's going a little bit cold. Now dipping under 50% from the field as we are tied at 22. Brown, pull up over Nolley. Long, and then Hannibal knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Memphis basketball. DeAndre Williams will check back in for Memphis, as will KJ Williams, no relation, for Murray State. Penny Hardaway's team, this is a really crazy stat. 25.7% of the points that the Tigers have given up come from the opponent's free throws, and Timberlake unable to catch up with that one, so Memphis turns it over. That's 7th in the country, John. But so far tonight, Murray State has been to the free throw line only one time, so they've improved immensely, at least so far, in this game with 6.5 to play in the first half.
Turnovers have been a problem for Memphis this year. Only 2 games where they've had more assists than turnovers. Tonight, much better job. I think they've got 5 at this point, so that one was the first that was just glaring, kind of unforced error. But they are doing a better job taking care and valuing the basketball.
Juice Hill back in the game with 2 fouls, the only player with 2 here in the first half. Williams from the wing for 3, in and out. Strong rebound by Timberlake. A good rebounder, big size, almost carried that basket.
I think he got away with that one.
Harris, great dish to Duren, and a block from behind, but they're going to call a foul. And Jalen Duren will go back to the free throw line, but once again, Tyler Harris making it work. That foul will go against Carter Collins.
You're right. It's Harris who creates the opportunity, gets by his man. Defense has got to help. And then Duren gets fouled from the backside by Carter Collins.
There's Collins. He's a grad student. Transfer from Davidson. He had a pretty good player that played there one time.
Curry, maybe somebody named Curry. I think you're right. I think it's Curry. You bet.
Or is that what you had for dinner last night? Duren makes the first. He'll get another. Checking in for the first time for Murray State is Jordan Skipper Brown out of Little Rock, Arkansas, transfer from Eastern Illinois, who transferred within the conference and did not get penalized having to sit out a year. Everything, of course, got skewed with COVID and eligibility and guys getting back a year. So Duren with 6. Memphis now 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. Collins working against Williams, got it knocked away. Picked back up, and Williams right there, Johnny on the spot, off the window. He now has 4.
Well, OVC is going to be a competitive league if this is the 3rd team picked behind Belmont and Morehead State. Preseason conference poll. Murray State predicted to finish 3rd in the OVC race.
Memphis has gone 3 minutes now without a bucket. Bates to try to end that streak, and he does.
Everything because Duren had the guys drop back on him to help defensively. Again, unselfish, kicked it right back out to an open Emoni Bates, who made him pay.
Nearly got a turnover there. Was Memphis put a little pressure on. Very deliberate bringing up the ball was Juice Hill. 5 to play in the first half. Brown open 3 off the screen. They do a good job screening for him. Williams, he got the rebound, but out of control, and he throws it away. Murray State adding 5 players from last season via transfers. But when you bring back Tevin Brown and KJ Williams, that's a good place to start.
That's about 36 points a game you can count on a regular basis between those two. They're fun to watch. Murray State's a fun team to watch. They push the ball up and down the floor, and they also play hard at the defensive end. Neither team taking any time off at either end.
Timberlake, great feed, Duren, and he's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Another great no-look pass, this time from Earl Timberlake.
I'm going to give Jalen Duren a lot of credit. He is getting hammered when he's getting the ball inside. They're not allowing him to get anything easy, but he's taking some hard fouls. Timberlake, again, nice pass. He gets knocked to the floor. KJ Williams making sure that the freshman knew that anything inside is going to be contested.
And that'll be Williams' second. We'll see if Matt McMahon goes to the bench, and I'm sure he will, to take Williams out probably for the rest of the half to prevent him from getting a third. Duren back to the free throw line, and boy, Memphis has made a huge effort tonight, John, as you alluded to in the pregame, to get the ball to Jalen Duren more than they did at Ole Miss.
Well, it just makes sense. Again, at 6'11", he's going to create some issues for you down low where you're probably going to have to help out with another man. And if you don't, he's right around the bucket. Even if he misses it, good rebounding position. But he's unselfish, so when he collapses, he's going to kick it out to an open teammate.
Memphis now owns its largest lead at 4, 28-24, and Duren, who averages 10, now has 8, and we'll see some pressure from Memphis. Brown, a lot of bodies there. Stolen by Timberlake, and he double dribbled. That call made by Jerry Pollard. That'll be the 7th turnover against Memphis, matching the 7 for Murray State.
Memphis was looking to get in a transition game quickly. Defense has been good.
Yeah.
Yep.
He picked it up
for a second. Good pickup by the official.
Murray State, one of their last 7. DeAndre Williams the steal, and he is fouled hard, but good sportsmanship by Jordan Skipper Brown, who reaches down to help him up, and Williams will go to the free throw line. Great defense by DeAndre Williams.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play. It was a hard foul, but Skipper Brown, he went up and contested. Tried to make a basketball play. Came across, and again, when you're in the air like that, that's an awkward position. Immediately went over. Helped up DeAndre Williams, but Memphis pushing the ball up the floor when the transition game presents itself.
Williams yet to score, averaging 10.4 a game. And there's his first, shooting 65% from the free throw line, as Lester Quinones will check in for Jalen Duren. .2 run for the Tigers over the last 5, and 6-0 over the last minute and 10 to grab a 5-point lead, looking to make it 6 here. And Williams unable to do it, and then Quinones
over the back.
No, they're going to call that on McMullen. Wow, okay. I thought they were going to call Quinones as well over the back. That's 19 fouls now against Murray. So a 1-and-1 situation. Now they're actually going to inbound it here. Offensive foul.
Yeah, he actually held him. Good call.
Good job by our crew.
Yep.
Good visual there.
Good hustle by Quinones.
No, I was right the first time. Officials were wrong. They were making an inbounds, but that's 9, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Quinones. Lester, who was instrumental in the NIT run last year, again, only 15 minutes against Ole Miss. And coming off the bench today, misses the front end. Brown gets an open 3. No, but Quinones comes back for the rebound. 4 to play in the first half. Memphis has its largest lead at 5. Timberlake lost control, but got it to DeAndre Williams, who flushes it home. And a timeout called by Matt McMahon. Memphis on an 8-0 run. Timeout on the floor at FedEx Forum. 3:58 to play before halftime, and the Tigers have opened up their largest lead at 7. Memphis on a 14-2 run. They've opened up a 7-point lead over the Racers. Racers. The Tigers are 47-7 in FedEx Forum under Penny Hardaway, trying to make it 48-7. But they will certainly get a challenge. They're getting a challenge tonight. But Alabama, top 10 in the nation, come in Tuesday. And then Tennessee at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville on Saturday. Two extremely important games for Memphis.
Well, again, the very important reason why Memphis has got to get on the same page, their team, because they had some very difficult non-conference games in the SEC before they open up their conference slate, both games starting on the road.
Next one we'll have for you on ESPN Plus. You saw Alabama State.
Memphis going to drop back into a zone. No, actually, they're going to give a zone look and play man.
Meantime, the Racers looking to get that offense going again. They started out like a house on fire, and that one's knocked away off Murray State. Great defense by Emoni Bates, who's been very engaged defensively here in the first half.
Well, Penny Hardaway told you and I before the game that you're going to have to give some effort and energy at the defensive end. He's looking for everybody buying into what they expect them to do. Much better overall effort, I think, tonight.
Murray State averages only 12 turnovers per game. They're up to double digits now, 10 in the first half. Nine now on the shot clock for Timberlake. Boy, he's strong to the hole, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot free throws as Jordan Skipper Brown drilled him. How about that strong move by the transfer from the University of Miami?
6'6", but as you mentioned, he is physically stout. Goes right through Tevin Brown, and then finally Jordan Skipper Brown picks up the foul.
Johnny was like a running back as they tried to ball hawk, tried to take that ball away from him. He wouldn't allow that to happen.
Well, he just kind of says, here I come, stop me if you can.
So Timberlake to the line. This will be the 14th and 15th free throws taken by Memphis in the first half, and Timberlake misses the first. Murray State's only been to the free throw line one time, and I mentioned this stat earlier. Memphis attempts more free throws than any team in the country, 26.3 per game.
Now, the rest of that, you want to be the team that makes more free throws, not just attempts more.
They've split a lot tonight. Timberlake splits two there. Eight-point lead for Memphis. Now pressure from the Tigers. They'll back off.
Murray State's done a good job handling this Memphis pressure. They've got some experience, and they've got some multiple people that can handle it off the dribble, attacking the Tiger pressure.
Mismatch there for Burns as Harris is the shortest one on the court, but playing aggressively on the defensive end. 7 now on the shot clock. Smith's going to pull up, back iron no, and Quinones gets the rebound.
Tigers with a chance to open up a double-digit lead.
Bates, no, maybe a quick shot, but Williams gets the rebound. DeAndre pump fake off the window. No, Timberlake the follow, but they called the foul before the jam by Timberlake. They'll wave off the bucket, but DeAndre will go back to the free throw line as he's hit right in the noggin.
Nice job by DeAndre Williams. Gets the pump fake. Gets Skipper Brown to leave his feet. And unfortunately, foul call before Earl Timberlake could finish it off with a follow-up dunk. But like the aggressive play by Memphis on their half-court offense, got it inside. Smart play by DeAndre Williams.
And Williams knocks down the first. Will get one more. Landers Nolley will check in for Tyler Harris. Collins and McMullen back in for Murray State. And DeAndre Williams, Lester Quinones, Landers Nolley, all coming off the bench to start this game if you're just tuning in. And Memphis continuing on this run. It's now a 17-2 run.
Well, last couple of minutes going to be important for both clubs. Memphis clearly with the momentum. They'd like to continue to expand on this double-digit lead. And
wow.
Murray State with a nice job getting it inside to McMullen.
McMullen wide open.
10-point deficit.
Yeah, he was wide open. Somebody missed an assignment there, and that's Hannibal with the assist. Hannibal playing a lot of point in this first half because of the two fouls for Juice Hill. Timberlake, great no-look to Quinones with the little scooper reverse style off the window.
Timberlake's causing some problems because he's strong enough to take it inside. he's given Murray State some matchup issues when he gets in there. They got to help out. Very unselfish play on his part.
Under 2 to play here in the first half. Memphis owning its largest lead at 10. Collins pump fake. Bates, he altered the shot. Even though he got faked a little bit, he came back with those long arms and altered that shot. Timberlake pulls up from the elbow, and he knocks it down. A little bit unorthodox is that shot from Earl, but very effective there. Timberlake now with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
Well, he's provided some energy at the offensive end.
15-2 run for the Tigers. They've hit 4 of their last 5 shots. They lead it by a dozen. And they're really D'ing up Tevin Brown, who got some open shots early. Brown throws it away, looking for McMullen. And McMullen just couldn't see the pass with a couple of defenders in front of him.
Memphis starting to wear down Murray State just a little bit. Murray State did a really good job early in the game getting by the defenders. Now, even if they get by the initial defender, the Tigers' help has been much better. And there's not any easy open passing lanes. And almost all the shots have had to come from the perimeter for Murray State in this game. They have not had the inside combination that they normally count on.
Duren and Hardaway back in for Memphis with under a minute to play. Nolley thought about it. Hardaway looking for open, can't open and can't find one. Now Duren with 6, he'll pull up. Oh wow, he has that shot, and he just put it on display for everybody. It's been a big first half for Jalen Duren, who has 10 points. Play clock off. Burns from the elbow, in and out. And here comes Nolley with 6 seconds to play. Hardaway's got an open 3. Air ball. Quinones the steal, and time will run out before he can hoist one. But a great finish for Memphis. 17-2 run, John, over the last 5:25 as they have taken over this lead 40-26. And here comes Coach. We are joined right now by head coach of the Memphis Tigers, Penny Hardaway. Penny, 17-2 run to end the first half. You really started to put the pressure on their offense. Hill wasn't able to get those open, or Brown wasn't able to get those open shots, and a real good, strong finish to the half.
Yeah, I'm proud of the guys and what they finished. We didn't start off the way we wanted, but we got going, and we went on that run because we started getting stops, and we pushed the ball and made opportunities, took advantage of our opportunities.
Coach, I thought everybody that came in the game had the energy that you talked about before the game that you expected and needed.
Yeah, it's just hard to find a rhythm right now. You know, we're trying to shuffle guys until we got that right group. That group with Tyler Harris and those guys, they got the stops, and then the rest of the game came in right after that and took care of business.
And you got to the free throw line 17 times. They only shot 1 free throw.
Yeah, that's good. We're trying to defend without fouling, and we're trying to get to the foul line. We're trying to switch the narrative on us because we're fouling too much.
Best luck to you in the second half.
All right, thanks.
All right, that's Coach Penny Hardaway. Real strong finish for the Tigers. Great start for Murray State, but they find themselves trailing at the half. It's 40-26 Memphis. A 17-2 run to end the first half. Our first half, our halftime festivities coming your way next. Tigers will have the basketball. Same starters that started the game for Memphis, which again was a bit of a surprise, but Penny Hardaway let us know early today that he was going to shake up the lineup with Tyler Harris in there, Alex Lomax, Earl Timberlake, and the 2 freshmen, Jalen Duren and Emoni Bates. Duren pulls up, short, tried to go over Williams, maybe force Williams a 3rd foul, but not to be.
Well, this is a Murray State team that's got some experience. I expect them to keep their poise. I believe they will find a way to get right back in this game. And if you're Memphis, you just got to continue with that relentless defensive pressure. It really, I thought, wore Murray down, particularly the last 7 minutes of the first half.
Tip by Memphis, but not stolen. Murray gets the ball back. Corner 3, front iron, no, off the mark by Collins, and here come the Tigers with Alex Lomax leading the break. Lomax pulls up from the elbow. That's probably not a shot that Penny Hardaway is happy to see there. Same starting 5 that started the game for Murray State on the floor to start the second half. Juice Hill with the ball. Sat a good portion of that first half with 2 fouls.
Got a mismatch here with Lomax guarding Williams. Good switchback.
Timberlake now on him. Tough shot by Williams over Earl Timberlake in his face.
And if you're Murray State, that is a welcome sight to see K.J. Williams getting involved in the offense down inside.
K.J. Williams, 2 straight years all OVC first team. That 3 attempt off the mark. And the ball will stay the way of Memphis. I think Williams was on the baseline.
Once again, Duren, a little extra effort, good hustle. Keeps it alive for his team. He's done that a couple times tonight. Freshman does a lot of things in the game. Good effort. As you mentioned, Williams, as soon as he touches out of bounds with the ball in contact, it's immediately Memphis's ball.
Harris had a strip by Collins, and then Tyler commits the foul. Quick hands there by Carter Collins. Looks like he'll be okay. Pulls up the sock, back to his feet, and the first foul against Tyler Harris.
Another one of the Carolinas connections for Matt McMahon out of Chapel Hill. Good job reaching in. Carter Collins just strips Tyler Harris, and then Tyler falls on top of him and made sure he couldn't go anywhere.
Racers average 8 steals per game. Memphis one better at 9.3 to be exact. Williams down low, double teamed. Hill's got an open 3. Knocks it down. Juice Hill, his second triple of the game. He has 6. He averages 11.5. Played basketball, football, ran track at Little Rock Christian, a couple of hours away from Memphis.
Wow.
And Williams with a bad foul right there. That will be his 3rd.
Yep, and Matt McMahon just looked at him and said, hey, you got to think. That's one that you don't want to foul that far away. Not going to be quick enough to stop Tyler Harris. The contact occurs. And as you mentioned, Williams picks up his 3rd foul. Just not going to be able to get there quick enough. Just rides him. Tyler Harris right out of the play.
Doesn't really need to be out there.
No argument from Williams.
Right.
He knew it.
So Williams remains in the game at least momentarily with the 3 fouls. In the meantime, Lester Quinones is checked back in for Memphis, replacing Tyler Harris.
If you're Memphis, you'd really like to see Duren down low on the block against Williams with those 3 fouls. See if they can pick up a quick 4th.
Lomax looking for Duren. Instead, he finds Quinones. Corner 3. Got it. Lester Quinones with his 2nd triple. He has 8 points, which is basically his average on the season, 7.9 to be exact. The junior guard from Brentwood, New York, and Memphis has a 12-point lead. Hill inside. Williams, the bucket and the bang, and a great feed from Juice Hill, who's already making things happen here early in the second half.
Well, Williams has already doubled his offensive output of the first half. Got 8 in the game. Nice job, as you mentioned, by Hill. Williams knows what to do with it in traffic, and he'll have a chance for the 3-point play. But that is what Murray State wants to see, a little more opportunity inside to create balance, not so much pressure on that perimeter game. Again, this is an experienced club. I think they'll keep their poise. They've still got plenty of time to get right back in this game, only down by 10.
Williams just 57% from the charity stripe. That one in and out and back in again. He now has 9 points. And it's a 9-point game, so Murray State back to within single digits. DeAndre Williams is checked in for Memphis, replacing Alex Lomax. Bates spins, got it stripped by Brown. Out of bounds off Murray State. By the way, that last foul for Memphis was on Emoni Bates. He now has 2.
Let's go harder next time.
So Bates with the 1 triple. He's 1 for 4 from the field, all 3-point attempts. Williams nearly had it stolen. Baseline, Timberlake, and a whistle before the shot. And that'll go against Carter Collins. That'll be his 2nd.
Timberlake will give you some problems when he gets it down in there, and Carter Collins has to foul him. Otherwise, Earl Timberlake's going to go right to the basket unimpeded.
Well, anytime you go for that steal on the inbounds and your man's going baseline on you, you're probably going to be behind him, and that's what he did, and he reached out. Williams steps back, doesn't pull the trigger. Williams working against Burns. Tough fall-away shot. Nearly got the bounce, and then Williams on his tippy toes gets the rebound. 8th rebound for Williams to go along with 9 points. Hill thought he got fouled from behind, and then a block from behind by Earl Timberlake. There's your first block as he blocked Burns' putback.
Got to give it to Duren down low. It's an automatic. Now here comes the help. Got to find the open player now.
Especially, John, with Williams having the 3 fouls still in the game.
Yep.
Bates, scooper. Yes, gets the bounce. Second bucket for Bates. He now has 5.
Yeah, Memphis has got to do a better job of realizing when Williams is going to guard Jalen Duren behind him, you got to give him the ball automatically and let Duren try to attack and try to create that 4th foul quickly.
Memphis led it by 14 at the half. The lead down to 11.
Oh,
and
nice
wide
pass.
open is Williams. And there's a miscommunication between Duren and DeAndre Williams.
Williams
so
now in double figures.
Yeah, all of a sudden, how about a closing in on a double-double? We just talked about how important it is for him to step up for Matt McMahon's team. 11 points, 8 rebounds now. Tough shot by Bates. That's his first 2-point attempt.
Memphis has had the answer every time Murray State's tried to go on a run.
Bates with 7 now. Well, tough defense being played on Tevin Brown. Collins, wing, open 3. Ring it up for Collins.
Just outstanding job there by Juice Hill. Created the penetration. The defense has got to respect him, and he kicks it over to an open Carter Collins for the 3.
Second assist. Make it 3rd assist now for Hill. Bad pass by Duren. Look for the cutting Quinones. And Memphis will turn it over for just the 9th time in this game. Murray State is at 5 of their last 7 shot attempts. A good start to the second half as they are back in this one, trailing Memphis by 8. We have talked about the unbelievable basketball history at Murray State. Legendary coach after legendary coach. But last spring, they lost 2 legends in the span of 39 days. Coach Cal Luther, coached from 58 to 74, and Coach Ron Green, who coached from 78 to 85, both passed away. December 4th, they had Coach Cal Luther Day at Murray State, and on January 22nd, they will celebrate the life and legacy of Coach Ron Green.
Murray, Kentucky, and Murray State followers, very tight-knit community, and that is a tough jolt to lose those 2 legends from your program, and so important in their rich basketball tradition and history.
Matt McMahon trying to follow in their footsteps and in the footsteps of other coaches like Mark Gottfried, Mick Cronin, Steve Prohm, who've all coached at Murray State. Here's Brown for 3.
Scott Edgar, who opened up Memphis for Arkansas, and Nolan Richardson in terms of recruiting.
13 now for Tevin Brown, his 3rd 3, up to 275 for his career. Murray State now 7 of 18 from beyond the arc. Memphis 6 of 12. Hill gets the steal. The up and under, no. He missed it. Memphis should have the numbers here. Williams, wow, he got away with
static control.
It should have been a
Memphis very fortunate. Very fortunate there.
Yeah, right place, right time for Malcolm Dandridge, the junior center out of right here in Memphis. One of those East high school players who played for Coach Penny Hardaway when he was winning state titles at East before he came to Memphis. 7-point game. What a difference Juice Hill has made. Finds the open man, who finds the open bucket. Carter Collins with his 3rd triple.
As expected, Murray State has climbed right back in this thing, only down by 4. Composure and, again, confidence. It's a good club, Murray State.
Murray State shoots 34.5% from 3 as Nolley pulls up and misses, and Memphis defends the 3 at 34.5%. Wow, a 4-point deficit, chance to make it a 1-possession game. Williams runs over Williams, and it'll be an offensive foul on K.J. Williams. DeAndre Williams takes the charge, and that will be 4 on K.J. Williams.
That is a big point, 13-10 to go, and K.J. Williams saddled with his 4th foul. Solid play by DeAndre Williams. Absolutely established. Picks up number 4 for K.J. Williams.
That is a momentum killer right there. Murray State seized momentum, and KJ's trying to go to the hole, maybe a big-time thunder jam and really keep that momentum going. But DeAndre Williams with, so far, the defensive play of the game.
Well, so important to send a message to the opposition that you're not going to have anything easy to the basket.
Williams off the window, no. Nolley gets the offensive rebound, and a whistle and a foul is called. That'll go against Tevin Brown. That'll be his second, and now 14 fouls against the Racers here in the second half, 2 against the Tigers. So essentially, Quinones now running the point for Memphis, gets it to Dandridge. Dandridge lays it up and in.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of coaches don't like to play man-to-man defense underneath their basket on the inbounds pass. That time, just a slight breakdown allowed Dandridge to get inside.
12 assists now for Memphis. 17 made buckets, 12 assists. That's pretty strong. Murray State's got 14 assists on their 18 made buckets. And they make another one, and it's Brown. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile. That's his 4th triple, and Tevin Brown is doing what Tevin Brown does to everybody. 16 points now, 6 of 12 from the field, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Murray State is shooting the 3 ball at a 45% clip. They are 9 of 20. We have a timeout on the floor, and we got a ball game, a 1-possession game. 12:21 remaining in the second half. That Memphis lead is down to 3. Racers are sizzling. They've hit 5 of 6 threes to open up the second half.
Tevin Brown does what he does. Carter Collins also doing a nice job. Half of Murray State's shots have come from three-point range. Again, Tevin Brown, 16 points to lead all scorers in this game. Murray State relying on the 3, and so far early in the second half, they have delivered from beyond the three-point line.
Brown has made 4. Collins has made 3. Juice Hill has made 2. Murray State overall has hit 5 of their last 6 shots. And now Penny Hardaway giving instructions to his team as the momentum has completely changed here. Murray State outscoring Memphis in the second half 22-11. So it's the veterans on the floor for Memphis. Lomax, Quinones, Nolley, Dandridge, and DeAndre Williams.
Boy, Dandridge really asking for it down low, trying to sit down on his man, Nicholas McMullen, inside.
Well, just 4 on the shot clock. At the bounce pass to Nolley, he's going to have to pull the trigger. He does, in and out. Quinones, though, offensive rebound. Put back, no, and then a late whistle, and Quinones will go to the free throw line. That was an NBA whistle. Another timeout on the floor here. Memphis will shoot free throws when we return. What a game here at FedEx Forum. Memphis leads Murray State by 3. Memphis shot 17 free throws in the first half. They'll shoot 2 here. Nolley will miss, but watch Quinones getting great position, John.
Yeah, got inside position on Carter Collins, and then finally gets bailed out with a foul. Late call. Nicholas McMullen.
So that'll be 3 now on McMullen. Skipper Brown has 3, and KJ Williams, one of their stars, has 4. So the foul starting to add up for Murray State. Also their 5th here in the second half. The Tigers with just 2. So Quinones will look to make it a 2-possession game as he heads to the free throw line. Misses the first. Stuck on 8 points now is Lester Quinones, and Memphis now with their first free throws of the second half. 11 of 18, now 12 of 19. So they've left 7 on the floor here, or at the free throw line.
Tigers going to go with some full court pressure after the second made free throw. Gives them a chance to set their defense. See if they don't trap out of this. Nope, they're going to peel off.
We would see a little more of that with what Penny had to say about the trapping that he planned to do, but we haven't seen a ton of it so far in this game.
Well, Murray State's done a good job attacking it, Greg. They've got some baskets in the first half breaking the Tiger pressure, so that's the best way to slow a team down, is to attack it and score and beat it.
Well, Collins attacked right there, and Nolley's going to get called for the bump, and Collins is going to shoot free throws. So Collins showing he's more than a three-point shooter as he attacked the rim there.
Carter Collins in traffic. Nolley got caught in between, really didn't establish position either way, and Contact occurs, and Collins goes to the free throw line.
Collins, in his first year at Murray State, now has 10. He averages 5 a game, so he's already doubled his output. Last year, Davidson averaged about 11 points per game. And a couple of free throws go down, and it's a 2-point game with 11.5 to play. Quinones coming off the Dandridge screen. Bounce pass to Williams. No. Strong rebound by Tevin Brown. Hill, wing, 3. Got it, and they got the lead. Third triple for Justice Hill. They're on absolute fire from beyond the arc. 10 of 21, and Murray's reclaimed the lead with 11 to play. 53-52.
Give them credit. They did not panic, kept their composure, their poise.
They were down 14 at the half. Quinones trying to answer. Can't. He airmails it, but out of bounds off DJ Burns. So Memphis will have it with 8 ticks remaining on the shot clock. Meanwhile, Jalen Duren, Emoni Bates, and Tyler Harris all check back in for Memphis. They'll join DeAndre Williams and Alex Lomax.
Again, Murray State coming right at you. Juice Hill, range locked in, and Murray State has come all the way back from a double-digit halftime deficit to lead the Tigers by 1.
16 assists on 20 made shots. And that was that's on DeAndre Williams. That's a veteran player who throws it out to Harris with a second on the shot clock. He's dribbling and not observant of the clock winding down. That is turnover number 10 for Memphis. They've done a pretty good job to this point with the turnovers. Hill, McMullen, that was blocked. Hill gets it back. Nobody on him, he'll pull up. And Duren gets the rebound.
Now this is the stage where Memphis needs to get the ball in high percentage looks. Just because you don't have to take the first shot that may be available. Duren again's got advantage down low.
And I think they said
stepped out of the sideline.
Stepped on the sideline again.
That's another just unforced error.
Again, this is a veteran player. I mean, this guy's 25 years old, and he's made 2 straight plays to turn things over. And it wasn't his turnover. Obviously, it wasn't a turnover because I believe Harris got the shot off in time, but he put Harris in a bad spot, and then there's a foul by Bates on the floor. And then just lackadaisical there, stepping on the sideline by DeAndre Williams.
Well, right now, Murray State has clearly switched the momentum. They have carried it to Memphis here in the second half. And Memphis struggling at the offensive end. Nice head fake by Collins. Bates, nothing he can do once he bought the head fake.
That's a veteran player, Tevin Brown, making a veteran move right there on the youngster, Emoni Bates, who now has 3 fouls. Memphis 4 here in the second half. Murray State with 5. Just under 10 to play here in the second half. Alongside John Albright, I'm Greg Gaston. Memphis in a battle with Murray State. Justice Juice Hill, a sophomore guard at Little Rock's been a difference maker in the second half. Brown pulls up 3. Another one. Another one for Tevin Brown, who's on absolute fire in the second half. Memphis was able to wear him down in that first half as the half went along, got physical with him, but now he's getting open threes, and that'll be a push against Murray State, and they're going to call that
McMullen
against McMullen. So that's 4 on McMullen. Keep an eye on that. The foul's starting to add up for Murray State, but the lead is 4.
Well, again, when Murray State's going to play behind Jalen Duren down there in the block area, you've got to get him the ball and force Murray State to either help, which then he can kick it out, or he's going to have to go right to the bucket, either take the shot or follow it up if he misses in good rebounding position. That's an automatic if you see the guy playing behind him down low.
Trey Hannibal back in the game for Murray State. Excuse me, John. 10 on the shot clock now for Harris. In the paint, looks for Williams. Good feed from And count the bucket, the bang. Wow. Got a three-point opportunity, and again, that's what Tyler Harris was doing early in this game for Memphis. He was penetrating and finding the open man.
Well, he's using his quickness to get by his man, and if they don't get there in time, he's happy to pass the ball off. Wow. Good job. Williams got it, and then definitely got hit by B.J. Burns. So a chance for Memphis to whittle the lead to 1. But that's the kind of high percentage shot. They're in close. If Williams misses it, he's right there in offensive rebounding position. That's a high percentage play. Unable to capitalize, but that's a good look that time by Memphis, that time down the court.
Memphis now 12 of 20 from the charity stripe, so 60% for Memphis. They trail by 2. Murray has outscored the Tigers in the second half 30-14.
Murray State does a good job of spreading you out offensively and then really creating the individual opportunities to drive to the basket or rub people off screens.
And Hannibal drives to the basket right there, working on the freshman Duren.
Murray State's got a number of players that can hurt you off the dribble. Hannibal's quickness causes problems for Duren. He'll get a couple of free throws for his efforts. They've got 5 or 6 guys that can all put it off the floor, take it to the rim. We talked about their perimeter scoring, the guys that can do damage there. But they put a lot of pressure on your defense off the dribble.
Hannibal has missed 2 free throw attempts in this game. Matt McMahon's team playing inspired as you knew they would. Remember, the last game played between these two teams was back on December 11th of 2011. So 10 years ago, and Murray State won here in Memphis against the Tigers. A couple of missed free throws, but Murray State out-hustles Memphis. They'll get the ball.
Right now, Murray State feels that they've definitely got a great chance to get out of here with a win. You can just see the confidence exuding from their players. And if you're Memphis, you really want to regain, obviously, the lead, but get a little spacing because Murray State really has had the momentum here for most of the second half, just like they did the first half. But Murray State led for most of the first 13 minutes of the first half until Memphis had a tremendous run to finish off the half in the last 7 minutes of the first 20 minutes.
Racers have been 11 of 22 threes in this game, but they've been going to the hole the last few drives down the court. That time, they miss a bunny. Got it in close, unable to capitalize. Bates bumped, gets the shot off. He'll shoot 2 as he's fouled by Carter Collins, who picks up his 3rd foul. Memphis in the bonus now, but that was in the axe. So it's going to be 2 free throws either way, but that's 18 fouls now against Murray State.
Good job by Memphis pushing the ball up the floor. Carter Collins got caught, not able to get in front. Now Memphis is going to have to convert at the free throw line. They're getting their chances, but they have not done a great job of finishing those off at the free throw line. Particularly here as we finish out the last 8:24 in regulation. You get to the free throw line, you must convert.
These are the first in the game for Bates, who shoots 69% from the free throw line, knocks down the first. So that's the 21st free throw attempt by Memphis. This will be the 22nd as Earl Timberlake checks back into the game. Meanwhile, Murray State had 1 free throw attempt in the first half. They've had 5 in the second half. They're 3 out of 6. Bates to tie it up. And we are tied for the 4th time in this game. We've had 8 lead changes. Memphis had a 14-point halftime lead, but we're all even Steven with 8:24 to play. Bates now with 9 points, and the encouragement of the fans, you can hear it here, you can see it at FedEx Forum.
Little anxiety here in the FedEx Forum. They have seen a big first half lead eclipsed by the Murray State Racers.
Well, they know how pivotal this game is for Memphis. 3-game losing streak with Alabama and Tennessee on the horizon. Brown pulls up over Duren and knocks it down again. Tevin Brown with his 5th triple. It wasn't hyperbole when I said one of the greatest OVC three-point shooters in history. When it's all said and done, more than likely, barring an injury, this guy will be number 1 on the list.
Well, he leads all scorers in this game with 22, and it's his second half threes that are a big part of why Murray State leads this game by 3.
12 of 23. Lomax, nice feed to Duren. Great pick and roll, and Duren slams it down. Memphis back to within 1. Great assist from Alex Lomax. And Duren now with a dozen to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists of his own.
And Murray State going to spread you out, try to break you down off the dribble or use a screen.
Hannibal. And an offensive foul is called against Murray State. It's going to be actually an illegal screen that was called. I think, not sure who got the foul called, but it's an illegal screen on that play. Memphis will have the basketball when we return. They still trail Murray State 59-58. Pat Adams and Jerry Pollard at the scorers table. They're looking apparently to see if it was a flagrant foul. But we'll take a look at it again, and it doesn't even look like McMullen committed a foul, but it ends up being his 5th.
Yeah, just enough. Actually, Duren actually just tripped over his legs is what actually happened. Looked worse than it was.
And look at the discuss on the face of number 32. That's Nicholas McMullen. That will get him disqualified. That's his 5th foul, but it didn't seem like it was any kind of a push. As you said, it looked like Duren just tripped. They're all discussing it now.
That's unfortunately. That's 5 on him, as you mentioned.
See if we can get some clarification.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a foul.
Common foul?
Typically, if it's going to be a flagrant, the referees will go over and tell each head coach what the situation is.
Well, you do have Pat Adams going over to the bench now to talk to Penny Hardaway. 7:12 to play in the second half. It's a 1-point lead for Murray State. So it will be a common foul, as John said. Tigers, the fans are still as faithful as they always are, even with the losing streak. They have faith in this team. But again, tonight is a really important game for Memphis. So Memphis will have the basketball. That is 9 fouls now against Murray State. The next one puts the Tigers in the double bonus for the rest of the second half. Meanwhile, Memphis has committed 5, so they still have 1 to give. Bates, Lomax, Harris, Timberlake, and DeAndre Williams on the floor for Memphis. Williams working against a double team. Good feed to Timberlake. Kind of lost his footing there for a second. Williams gets it back. Great wraparound feed, and that was blocked. Tevin Brown with the block on Earl Timberlake. That was a big-time defensive play by Tevin Brown. In the meantime, out of control was Juice Hill.
Harris out of control, stepped to the sideline.
That is the second time in the second half that a Memphis player has stepped on the sideline.
Got to know where you are on the floor. Again, just an unforced error. As you mentioned, that's twice we've seen Tiger players step on that sideline.
That is 12 turnovers for Memphis as Landers Nolley will check back into the game. That's just giving away a possession. Murray averages 83, Memphis 76. We're at 59-58. Hill, the take.
Pretty.
Count it.
Pretty play.
And he'll go to the free throw line. Working against Tyler Harris. What a move by Justice Hill, who's up to 11 with an opportunity to make it 12.
Yeah, Juice Hill with a nifty play. Felt the contact. He does a reverse spin. Tyler Harris gets caught. And just a pretty play by Hill.
And Hill's an 80% free throw shooter.
That's experience.
Fans not at all happy with that call, but it is what it is. And now a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Oh, he's short on that one. A rare miss for Hill. Remains a 1-possession game as we approach 6 minutes to play. Racers by 3, and now Alex Lomax will slow things down for Penny Hardaway's team.
If you're Memphis, you don't have to settle for a perimeter shot. They've been really good when they've been patient to get good looks inside.
Bates has the height advantage over Brown, but he misses that one wide left. Hill. Brown, he's going to launch another. Not this time. Oh, strong offensive board by Hannibal. Hill open 3 from the wing. Another one. That's 4 triples for Juice Hill. This has been an unbelievable display of long-distance shooting by a team. 13 of 25 for Murray State.
That's the difference. Again, Memphis has got the advantage in terms of number of free throws. And Murray State has absolutely controlled the game with their prowess from the three-point range, particularly here in the second half.
John, it's 52% shooting with 25 attempts from three. That is absolutely sizzling. 6-point lead for Murray State.
Now Memphis has got to keep their composure and their poise, because clearly Murray State, that's not a shot you got to have.
Nolley misses as he tried to answer, and a rebound by DJ Burns, and the confidence exuding from Murray State with each passing possession.
Now, you must only allow Murray State one shot per possession. You cannot let them have offensive rebounds.
Tigers have gone ice cold. They haven't scored in 2.5 minutes.
And you also can't foul them late in the shot clock. You can't give them the shot clock and then foul them.
Another three.
Good job by Nolley.
Hill finally cools down a bit. Harris tries to answer. Does! Tyler Harris with his third triple. He has 11. I'm looking at my partner. He's looking at me going, that's too early. Why are you going to take that shot? Well, it's Tyler Harris.
Yep. Well.
And a timeout called by Matt McMahon. One possession game once again. Memphis is 7 of 17 from beyond the arc. That's darn good, John. That's 41%, 7 of 17. But what Murray State is doing is incredible. 13 of 26. They came in shooting 34.5%.
This is a little early. It works out well for Memphis, but Tyler Harris didn't have to take that. As you mentioned, he's a zone guy. Once he gets in the zone, he can absolutely light it up in a hurry. As it turns out well for Memphis, only down by one possession. Plenty of time. That's the point. You don't have to rush anything. Murray State's done a really good job on the offensive glass, particularly the last 5 minutes. Juice Hill, you felt his presence here in the second half. He and Tevin Brown have really taken it to the Tigers. Again, Murray State with a 3-point lead, 4:33 to go here in the FedEx Forum.
10th offensive rebound there for Murray State. They're out rebounding Memphis 10-8 on the offensive glass. Overall 28-27 Murray State. They came in averaging 8.5 better than their opponents on the boards. Meanwhile, Memphis 5 better than their opponents. This may come down to free throws. Next foul for Murray State puts Memphis in the double bonus. Next foul for Memphis puts Murray State in the bonus.
KJ Williams back in the game.
So it was 4.5 minutes is when Matt McMahon brought in his star with 4 fouls. Brown traveled.
Wow.
That's a rarity, and that'll be turnover number 15 for the Racers. And Hill, or make that Brown, doesn't agree with that call. What do you think? Shuffled his feet there.
Just a little bit. A lot of times you get away with that. Technically it is a travel. No argument about it, but it comes at a difficult time for Murray State.
One possession game. Duren off his fingertips, but Williams right there. Now Harris will slow it down. 15 still on the shot clock. 4 minutes now on the game clock. Ooh. He thought about it. Now another three for Harris. Not that time.
Nice job by Duren.
Great tip by Jalen Duren.
That's a big timer. He's got to corral it with one hand, control it, and then put it up soft on the glass in traffic.
Memphis back to within 1. Duren with 14 points and 5 rebounds to pace the Tigers. Fans on their feet here at FedEx Forum.
Really got to watch Tevin Brown now.
Collins blows right by Duren, lays it in with the left hand. Collins now with 13. Brown leading the way with 22, and Hill's got 14. A three-headed monster scoring for the Racers.
If I get Duren down low, you got Williams with 4 fouls on him.
Lomax, the up and under. I'll make that Harris, and it goes. Great move by Tyler Harris, who now has 13 points. Duren and Harris, the only Tigers in double figures. Under 3 to play. It's a 1-point Racers lead. Williams open, top of the key 3. No. And then a strong rebound by Brown. Another offensive board. Second chance opportunity here for the Racers. Hill has a mismatch here as far as the speed is concerned. Williams certainly has the size on Hill.
Good job by Williams.
Hill's going to pull up over DeAndre Williams, and he drains it. Are you kidding me?
Big-time shot, because that was good defense by DeAndre Williams.
That's his 5th triple, and Williams can't handle the pass. Officials have not made a call yet. The officials have not made a call. It appeared to go off Williams. It should be Murray State basketball. And we have a timeout on the floor with 2:17 remaining in the second half. The Racers trying to shock the Tigers. It's 69-65. Boy, Juice Hill has been a difference maker in this second half. Memphis held a 14-point lead at the half. They've been outscored 43-25 in the second half, and now Murray State leads it 69-65. 10 years ago tomorrow was the last meeting between these two schools. Murray State came into Memphis and knocked off the Tigers 76-72. In that game, as I mentioned earlier, the head coach, Matt McMahon, was in his first year as an assistant coach. And now Murray State's trying to knock off the Tigers in Memphis once again.
Well, just an incredible second half for Murray State, particularly from the three-point line. You have to give head coach Matt McMahon just a lot of credit for keeping his kids in it. And the kids with the composure and poise. Now Memphis defense has got to step up big. One shot and done has to be the rule for Memphis.
3 guys have made all 14 of their triples. Brown with 6, 5 for Hill, Collins with 3. Williams has it, working against Williams, double team. Bates came over and helped out. And out of bounds, basketball goes to Memphis. Great job by Emoni Bates coming over with that help defense for DeAndre Williams as they guarded KJ Williams, who got the ball down low. Under 2 to play. 2-possession game. Tigers trailing by 4. Jalen Duren will check in at the next stoppage. Lomax to Williams. It got tipped, and Brown has it. Thought he had Williams open. That's the senior. Throws it up for DeAndre. Got tipped. Great defense by Murray State. Now Hill will take the air out of the ball. Why not?
Cannot foul. Cannot let Murray State run the clock down and then bail him out with a foul.
6 on the shot clock for Hill. Working against DeAndre Williams. Great backdoor cut. Lomax blocked that one. And it'll be Murray State basketball. Alex Lomax, I believe, got the block on that one. That was Trey Hannibal, who was driving baseline, and now Jalen Duren's going to check back in, but the officials are going to make sure. There was the block by Lomax. That ball never went out of bounds. I don't believe it ever went out of bounds, did it?
Or did Tyler Harris go out of bounds and then touch it? Now, wherever you jump from, that's your orientation. I don't know. I
thought he was in bounds and made the lead. Now they're going to double check. They're going to also have to look at the clock situation, because right now they got 20 on the play clock.
See if we can see.
Okay, the ball's still in. Harris is still in.
He touched it.
Oh, when he came down.
He touched it out of bounds.
Yeah, when he came down, he did touch it. So they'll get that straightened out.
Well, again, enough time. You got a minute 15, but Murray State converts here. Starts to put a lot of pressure on Memphis.
Different angle.
Well, the previous angle is the one where you can see where Harris actually touched it.
Yeah, because that one, it looks like he's in the air.
Can't tell. Just enough.
Officials still discussing it. That's Pat Adams on the right, Jerry Pollard on the left, and there is Penny Hardaway. His team down 4 and in jeopardy of losing a 4th straight game. With Alabama, the 9th-ranked team in the nation currently, coming in on Tuesday. And then a week from tomorrow, Memphis and Tennessee at a neutral site, Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.
Those are some tough set of circumstances staring Memphis in the face right now. But again, a minute 15, that's enough time to do what you got to do, provided You don't allow Murray State to have second chances. You got to have defensive stops, and you've got to convert now when you're offensive on at the other end. You must convert. That also gets you in your full court press if you want to employ that.
And again, you see the fouls there. The next one for the Tigers puts Murray State in the bonus. The next foul by Murray puts the Tigers in the double bonus. Now, in this game, Memphis has made 14 of 22 free throws. That's 64%. On the season, they're 67%. Murray State's only been to the free throw line 7 times. They're 3 out of 7.
The three-point barrage in the second half has just been incredible for Murray State, and that's the difference in this game.
Brown is 6 of 12 from 3. Hill is 5 of 6 from 3. And remember, he missed a lot of the first half because he had 2 fouls, and Matt McMahon took him out for the rest of the half. And then you have Collins, who's 3 of 6. We're going to get an explanation here from Jerry Pollard. Okay. John?
Yeah, basically that there was no possession change. Memphis and Harris was out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock, so that's why they didn't put new time on the clock. There was no possession change, and we're going to go with 2 seconds.
All right, 2 seconds for Murray State to get a shot up. Collins trying to inbound and having trouble getting it in. It's going to be a 5-second violation. No, they called a timeout. Matt McMahon right there to call the timeout.
So important you don't allow the lob pass. If it gets in, it's got to be out on the perimeter, and you got to make sure that you got a hand in the shooter's face, and don't foul him shooting the three-point shot. That time, excellent defense by Memphis.
We saw a play in the first half where Murray had 2 seconds on the shot clock. They came out of a timeout.
And Memphis forced them to get way beyond the three-point line in a tough shot by Tevin Brown, and Memphis did not foul. They had 2 guys on Brown. But when you're playing man-to-man underneath your basket, if you turn your head or you get screened from the backside, it happens so quickly. That's why you must communicate and know where those screens, man and ball, all times, knowing where they are.
4 racers in double-figure scoring led by Brown's 22. 2 for the Tigers, Duren with 14 to go along with 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 13 points for Tyler Harris, who got the start tonight. Here we go, 2 seconds on the play clock. They get Brown open. And an air ball.
Did hit the rim, so shot clock violation.
Wow, but the fact that Brown got open, again, another well-designed play.
Yep.
So now, 1:15 to go.
Now, again, you don't have to take the first shot, particularly if it's a long three-point shot. You don't have to settle for that. Again, you'd love to find a way to get the ball inside, put some pressure, also put you in good rebounding position. Williams, 4 fouls. Love to get him isolated down low with Duren.
Interesting, he takes Lomax out, his primary ball handler, and brings Harris in. Like you said, doesn't need a three-point shot. So you got Harris, Williams, Duren, Quinones, and Bates.
Well, Harris has also done a good job with his quickness of getting by his defender and then getting somebody open.
They need somebody else back.
Pass.
Now another official's time. Not a timeout, but the officials take time here to clarify things. Fans don't like it. Once again, they were looking at the clock. This time they were looking at the game clock, not the play clock.
Good move by Quinones. This is going to get Duren down half court.
So Harris will handle the ball and run the offense here. And you don't need a 3. Harris, tough shot. In and out. Williams the rebound. The putback. Nice. And he got it. Great job. And a quick timeout called by Penny Hardaway. DeAndre Williams in perfect position to get that offensive rebound and the putback. 9 points now for DeAndre Williams.
Tigers with good effort on the offensive glass pays dividend. 1 possession game. You don't have to foul here. You can still play good defense, but good job by DeAndre Williams. Gets the inside position, follows it up, and quick timeout by Memphis. Now you can pressure if you want. You can do some containment type pressure, which is not high risk. got to be real careful with the quickness that Murray State has of going by those initial defenders. Then you got trouble. They don't have to score quickly. Really, right now they're trying to run the clock down, and as they get bailed out with free throws at the end, that's a double bonus for them.
And a really nice play by DeAndre Williams, who made a couple of lackadaisical plays early in the second half, but he got himself into position, bumped DJ Burns out of the way, didn't foul him, and was in position to get the rebound and the putback.
Penny Hardaway's looking for pressure. He's telling his guys to get down there.
Again, if Memphis commits a foul, it will be the bonus for Murray State. Tevin Brown will inbound it. Hill and Collins are back.
Tevin Brown can run the baseline if he wants to.
And he will.
That's legal. All that's legal as long as it's behind.
They get it in to Hill. Hannibal.
Doesn't have to score. Good job. Bring it back out. Run some clock.
4 ball handlers on the floor for Matt McMahon's team.
Now, if you're Memphis and you decide to play out the shot clock and not foul, you cannot bail them out inside 10 seconds. Now's the point. You can't foul them now. Going to have to play defense. Keep them off the board.
6 on the shot clock now for Hill. Long 3 by Hill, and he's fouled by Emoni Bates shooting a 3. You talk about the ultimate bailout.
Just what we talked about.
Exactly.
Exactly what we talked about. That's just inexperience. Oh.
He launches the shot. You got to hope that he misses, but you can't commit the foul and put this guy on the free throw line.
Everything going well, and Bates just out of control. Not much contact.
A little acting there by Justice Hill, but that's a veteran player making a veteran play. And he shoots 80% from the free throw line. Now, he has missed his only attempt in this game. Memphis fans are irate. So's the Memphis bench. But Hill has a chance to make this a 2-possession game with 31.4 seconds to go. Conley sinks the first. 18 now for Hill. He and Brown have combined for 40. You throw in Collins with 13. That's 53 between 3 guys. Makes the second. KJ Williams will check back in for Murray State. Tyler Harris for Memphis, and he'll replace DeAndre Williams. So it is a 2-possession game now, and 1 more for Hill. Murray State has outscored Memphis in the second half 45-27. And he makes all 3. That's clutch for Juice Hill. Memphis has to get down in a hurry. They're down 5. Lomax will take the 3. And he got it. Harris didn't force it, and he found Lomax's buddy for the 3. It's a 2-point game.
Steal.
A steal by Lomax. He has it in the corner for 3. No. And now Williams is behind the defense, and he will slam it down. KJ Williams with 11.3 seconds to go to make it a 4-point game.
Wow, Lomax didn't have to take that shot.
He had just made a 3.
Great defensive play, but he didn't have to.
He didn't have to, but he had just made a 3. He got the steal. He was open in the corner. I could see why he pulled the trigger on that one. And now Memphis is going to need nothing short of a miracle. Good decision
there. Big bucket
there
by Alex Lomax, and then a great defensive play.
He anticipates. Let him anticipate here.
Cross-court pass. Boom. Good job by Lomax.
I really didn't have an issue with that 3. He was absolutely wide open. He just hit a 3.
Well, my point is, again, you're down by 2. You really like to put pressure at the rim if you can, because it gives you a chance for offensive rebounding or potential 3-point play. Again, it doesn't matter. Just made 2 good plays by Lomax. But right now, Memphis really in trouble with Murray State just putting all the pressure on them with that big basket.
Let me ask you this. If you were the coach, would you have called a timeout once Lomax got the steal?
No, you had the numbers. You had an advantage. You just had a transition. But you got to realize I've got guys cutting. Actually, Lester Quinones was coming right down the lane. Could have got it to him. He's going to the basket. In an ideal world, you're at the rim. It puts so much pressure on the defense if you can get there. You got a high percentage shot. If you miss it, you're in rebounding position, or some chances for a 3-point play.
Murray State has no timeouts left. Memphis does have a timeout. 11 seconds to go. A 2-possession game. Lomax will inbound it to Harris. I'm sure Hill's going to back away. You don't want to commit a foul. That would put Memphis in the double bonus.
That's where you want Harris to really get a shot quick.
Harris going to take it inside. The floater goes. 2-point game, 5.7 seconds to go, and a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, that's as fast and as efficient as you can get a basket. Smart play, Harris, with his creative ability and speed. Now, if you're Memphis, a couple things. Obviously, if you can draw a charge, somebody moving away, a steal. Again, Harris with his quickness. Murray State does not want to foul. Good job by Harris. Tigers still with enough time. A lot of things have to happen just right in the sequence. If you get a steal, if you can get a charge, or otherwise it's got to be an immediate foul. Still 1-and-1 scenario. And then you've got enough time, probably going to be 3-4 seconds to possibly get off another shot if you're Memphis.
And the question is, who do you foul? Brown's a 73%.
No, you foul the first person that gets the ball. You don't necessarily have that choice. You can try to funnel it to somebody,
right?
But the first person who catches it, it's got to be a foul.
That's a good point. Collins is 67%. Hill's an 80% free throw shooter.
And if you're Murray State, those are the guys that you want handling the basketball. Now, the last time we saw this, they actually had an out-of-bounds play where you can run the baseline. You can throw the ball in as long as you're staying out of bounds. And that way you can get somebody open real quick. It kind of catches the defense off guard. Memphis has seen that, so they have to be prepared for that. In some cases, if you want to foul, you can actually funnel or leave a guy open, forcing the inbound pass to them. But you don't have the luxury to wait and pick a lower percentage free throw shooter if you're Memphis.
Murray State 5.7 seconds away from shocking the Memphis Tigers and improving to 8-1. Tigers trying to avoid a 4th consecutive loss.
All right, Hannibal will throw the ball in.
There he goes, running the baseline. It got tipped. Lomax has it. Williams now, he lost it. Picked up by Harris. He launches from half court, and time runs out. Harris had the ball, or make that, Williams had the ball in his hand, and he lost it. Alex Lomax with tremendous hustle. I can't believe they had an opportunity there. And you had Tyler Harris, but if Williams had picked it clean and didn't bobble it, maybe he gives it to Harris and he gets a better opportunity at the launch. It was